Hello gentle viewers, here I am on Broad Street in Oxford, one of the city's best known streets. There are no prizes for guessing why it's called Broad Street. Anyway, this was the town ditch in medieval times. It's at the northern edge of the city. Behind me is Balliol College, which has got some claim to be the oldest college in the university. It's disputed by UNIV, which was formed in 1249. Rather depends what you consider to be the foundation. Balliol College has got connections with Scotland. The Balliol family founded it. They owned extensive estates in Scotland and England. John Balliol, a member of the family, later briefly became King of Scotland. The Tomb Tabard, he was known as in the empty coat, felt to be a peon of the English. This really became famous in the late 19th century under Benjamin Jowett, who was the master of Balliol. Every college in Oxford University has a head of house. Head of house is a generic term because different colleges have got different titles for the person in charge. Could be president, could be warden, could be dean, could be master. In the case of Balliol, master of Balliol is the person in charge. Benjamin Jowett, of him the doggerel was written. What is it? I am the master of this college, what I don't know isn't knowledge. There's nothing that I don't know it, I am Benjamin Jowett, but it really should be Jowett. The other famous thing about this end of Broad Street is a certain square, a certain cross on the ground. So there were lots of religious machinations here. Where can you see it? Yes, you can see it behind me. In the 16th century. Anyway, Mary Tudor, a Roman Catholic, became queen, restored Catholicism as the state religion, and 3 of the Anglican bishops had refused to change. They said the Church of England was a proper church, but almost all the priests of the Church of England changed back to Catholicism, according to the Queen's order. Anyway, 3 of them, Hugh Latimer, Nicholas Ridley, and Thomas Cranmer, all burnt to death on that spot. Not at the same time. Latimer, Ridley at one time, Cranmer a bit later. Cranmer had been Archbishop of Canterbury, as in the highest priest in the Church of England. Famous words of Hugh Latimer before they're about to be burnt at the stake were, "Be of good comfort, Master Ridley, and play the man. For we shall, by God's grace, light this day in England a flame such as shall never be put out." There's a statue of him around the corner. Broad Street is an essential place to visit if you're a tourist here, and there are a few knick-knack shops if you want souvenirs, little cafes for refreshments. Sometimes Balliol College will let tourists in if you pay them a small fee. As you can see, in the summer it's very busy. There are lots of tourists, there are lots of foreign students here to improve their English, or sometimes Americans doing cultural and historical courses. There are other things to see at the far end of Broad Street, but I think I shall leave that. As you can see, Oxford's fairly anti-car, but very pro-cycling. You can see hundreds of bicycles around. It's very flat as well, which also makes it conducive to cycling. Anyway, that's enough for the moment from Broad Street in Oxford.